Let's talk about the elephant in the room now, the Big 12 Conference. Just about every report now coming from Big 12 media outlets has BYU referenced as the best potential candidate for an expansion. They're not done with expansion talk. Late July, early August, they're expected to kick it back up again if you believe the reports. Where are we at with that?
Well, I know for sure that every day for the last 2 years, somebody's caught me in the mall, on the street, in church, wherever, and asked me what's going on. And it's hard for me because what we read in the papers is really a lot of the information. They've kept that tied to the vest. But I know how important it is for our fans to be asked that much, to be able to see the excitement and the energy. I really would love to see our football team play at that level, to be playing in a P5 conference. The schedule that we have set for this team this year is a great schedule, but that's the way the P5s play every year. And that's one of the things that I like about pursuing this, is just the fact that I want our players, not just in football, but in all of our sports, to be able to play at the highest level. And now, right now in college football, that's what it's all about, is playing at that level. So we're imitating a P5 schedule right now, and being in a conference like that. But it would be a great thing for BYU football to get there.
There's been a shift, because it wasn't long ago when it was BYU saying, hey, we want to get in a P5 conference. Now all that noise is coming from outside the state, and I know you got to be happy with that.
Well, I really like that, Dave. I really feel that it's an honor for BYU to be in that sentence and right up front. To see the players that are back here today from the 96 team, I think that the 84 team, the 96 team, and a lot of teams thereafter, and even some of the pioneers, Giff and Gary Scheide, Virgil Carter, and all the other, I don't want to leave out any of the linemen, but there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that have made this possible. When this happens, it's going to be because of their sacrifice on the field.
Is BYU at the table in those discussions?
No, we're not at the table. I think everybody has made that perfectly clear. The Big 12 has gone about this business very professionally. They're not wanting to make it be a public discussion, although there's been a few personalities from the Big 12 that have made comments. But it's in our best interest not to be pushing the envelope and to be out there every single day. But they're well aware of what we've done. Like you said, the stats and the records speak for themselves. We're a very, very good football program for over 40 years. We have an excellent athletic tradition outside of football, and educationally, this is one of the best schools ever. So we just need to be able to play football the best we can this year, keep playing, winning championships, having successful All-Americans, and being up at the top.
A couple more tactical questions, and we'll get Kalani's take on this. But the ESPN contract, would that impede BYU joining a league?
No, not at all. We have a great relationship with ESPN. I think the BYUtv and ESPN relationship is really symbiotic. And over these last number of years, you can see it just gets better and better. And so both of those entities feel like they'll be supportive of us going in that direction.
Sunday play. Will Sunday play be the deal breaker?
I don't know. That's up to the P5 conferences. But I do know that it's something that we hold very sacred, and we have never played on a Sunday, and we're not going to play on a Sunday. But that's something that we've been in conferences for over 40 years, 3 different conferences, and it's something that we've never really had to worry about too much. In some of the sports, there's been a few little wrinkles that had to be ironed out, but it hadn't been that big of a problem.
Should expansion not come right away, and maybe a little further down the road, is the relationship with ESPN strong enough to hold serve? Yeah,
absolutely. I think you can see what they've done. They've helped us get a lot of these games. And I think that relationship and that partnership has been strong in the past, going back to the time when we first played the first live game on TV against Pittsburgh in '84, to this point and into the future. These games that we're playing this year are kind of forerunners for some big games that we have lined up in the future.
That's the most BYU's talked about the Big 12, so I appreciate taking a few minutes.